welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England campaign, episode the 30th with me, Squawker. When we left off, Hamburg is under siege from the Danish. France is fumming around. The Pope died and the new Pope actually likes me for once. And we captured Jerusalem and fulfilled one of our major campaign objectives, and we now are going to try and build a frontier to hold off the Mongols and some potentially annoyed Egyptians, but then again, Sultan Nasser II
Even if
just...
they do not deserve it, I will offer the infidels a fair fight.
Yeah, and while he offers a fair fight, I'm not sure if that fight's ever going to happen because he seems to be very good at avoiding fights. Either way, we are just here and there and doing things and blah 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 blah. We've got a lot of shit to do. We've got to try and hold off the Danish, who, what do we know about them now?
I only respect strength. Something you lack.
We don't know a lot, but he's basically going to attack if we end this turn, so we need to get ready to deal with him, even if it means, well, there is a threat of excommunication, so we may need to defend ourselves. But if that is the case, I'm going to make sure Aarhus has reinforcements nearby to tip this battle into my favour. We're also going to try and make our move on Bordeaux, and by dispatching an army. So we're going to send our catapults, to dispatch a few of the knights, 2 spears, 2 bills, 2 mounted knights, well, 2 mailed knights, 2 longbows, and basically say, happy trails, we're going to Bordeaux, and we're going to take it.
Today, sire.
Even if the Pope prefers Bordeaux, well, prefers the French over me, I'm still going to fuck around with the French because I just don't like the French. And I still care, I mean, even if his Pope's a slightly nicer guy, I only picked him because I knew he'd win, because basically any Pope I pick wins. So I basically picked the faction that I least hate. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do still. So Aarhus, prepare some additional infantry, prepare some additional spears, some additional archers, and some additional cavalry. And have your army positioned here in order to defend against a potential Danish attack. Because I don't think I can take the aggression. I don't know how iffy the rules are on self-defense, as in if I'm allowed to sally forth or if we actually have to fight this as a legit siege. Down south we also have a few rebels to deal with in the form of Captain Nasser ad-Din. I'm having a bit of a lack of governors in the area really, so we need to try and get some new peeps sourced because I want to get some watchtowers set up here and there. But for now, what do we know about Captain Nasser ad-Din?
Sibni Lawadi, infidel.
Well, we know about it says Sibia Wadi, right, archers, spears, ballista, and fuck, we don't really have a lot of units to send. Send those units, send an extra, just send that lot, and we should come out fine.
As you wish.
Right, any intel?
Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead.
You don't even have a sultan. 2 town militia, some desert archers, and Arab cavalry. We should win that one then. Fight it.
To war then, sire.
At least we'll fight it next turn. Right, that's fine. Dongola is a castle now, by the way, because we have decided to switch it out really, and we're going to make it an even better castle because we need it as something to make a potential stand against the Mongols. Has been suggested we also build some little forts in the area which can also slow down the Mongols, because apparently it might, well, to go a meta game, it might trick their AI as they'll try and hold the fort rather than the town or something. That being said, also forts are just good for slowing enemies down. So I could definitely see wisdom in doing so. So I think it's time we give the Sudanese mercenaries something to do. So we'll set up a fort here to guard this entryway to Jerusalem, and that should keep us in a nicer position for now. And Christopher can go there, and basically these units can just basically sit around and look after the area for us. I know we probably have to pay a little bit of maintenance on the fort, but at the same time, it just creates a little zone of control, and it might just keep the Mongols away. I mean, it's basically like our tactic that we used to do in Rome Total War, really, where we just basically set up strategic forts near mountain passes and just basically leave a minimal garrison because it could just hold an enemy away for a few turns and just buy me some time. Beatrice Bridgman, by the way, she's apparently a princess now, so apparently she's eligible for us to like maybe move her around or something. I don't know. She's in Carnarvon. I don't know. She like queen or married. Who's Beatrice Bridgman? I want to see. Let's just go to Carnarvon. And oh no, she's
Daughter of the Crown.
She's an actual agent I can use. Right, it's cool. I don't know what's with a Bananarama hat for. Right, go and charm something for me, like
A
legit.
lady needs her rest, sire.
Right,
Waiting for morning now, sire.
Yeah, you wait till morning then. You can set sail. Well,
Ship's
say
ready.
you can set sail. You get your
All
troops moving,
ashore.
and then you can go
Yes,
back.
sir.
Sire.
Edmund.
My king.
Fuck it, go
No.
pick on the
We
Danish.
go no further
Right,
today.
there we go.
Are you joking, sire?
I'm not fucking joking. Right, but yeah, we can go 10 rounds with a Danish again. Does that mean I have any more princesses? I don't know. Did the game even tell me I had her available? She's just a crown daughter. It might be only crown daughters can be used, and even that being said, like the non-married ones. So yeah, Beatrice is probably our only eligible woman. I mean, we've got Melina Chapman, but she's doing her own thing. Yeah, no one else that looks like that can be used. So yeah, we'll just keep her doing her thing, just to try and see if we can curry some favor. Burns Garrison's getting big, very big. We know it's pretty tough. I don't think we'll crack that one in a hurry. We'll keep building up at Staufen to make sure we have a buffer, but I'm going to get you.
Where to, sire?
10% chance of getting to Dijon. Fuck's sake, man. Right, try and spy on the French army and then report back to me when you die and fail. Because you will. I know it. 95% chance. It's a guaranteed fit. Oh, hello there, Holy Roman Assassin. I'll be dealing with you soon. I find it very unsurprising all my spies die when they hide themselves that badly. Right, what we know about this army near Dijon is it's pretty weak and we could take it. The only issue is Dijon's sat there and its army is pretty strong and we might not be able to take it in one go. It's also now headed up by Laurent Audet, who fortunately is neither king nor prince, so that's fine because killing one of those guys is probably going to really piss the Pope off.
Hail,
So,
my king.
Could we maybe move on Bern? It's pretty much all armoured sergeants. There is a bit of cavalry, but I have enough spears. Yeah, move towards Bern and
As
see
you will, my king.
what that brings.
To
But if
battle.
we lure out a French army, then we'll take it on, and we might
We
just
shall
be able to pull
continue
through the
tomorrow,
win.
my lord.
And you may also find yourself dead in it, because Welfon's
Spotted.
Swabia.
I'm such a dumbcoff.
Yeah, you are such a dumbcoff, but except he's probably going to be more competent than half the assassins I use. Well, all the assassins I use. Lawrence,
Who do you want
how about you
dead?
wipe him out? Oh, fuck's
Name
sake,
thy
dude.
target, sire.
21%.
You have a target in mind, my king. Name thy target, sire.
Try and deal
You
with
have a target in mind.
Try and
my
deal with
king.
Nikolaus von Austria
Name
again.
thy target,
And can you just
sire.
not bugger it up this time?
Close him for the kill, sir.
If you died, I wouldn't have given a shit, because if you basically died, I'd be rid of your blighted presence, but you're still here to irritate me. Right. We're pretty much at the end of this turn now. There isn't really any battles we can fight this turn. Well, actually, there is a battle. Right, you lot. Aarhus's garrison's shifted out. Giles.
Hail, my king.
Are we able to take the offensive and sally forth, or is the Pope going to be really pissed off at us?
By your will, sire,
No, we
we
can-
shall engage.
We can make the move. I guess it's a valid excuse when you're being sieged, so I shall do so. We're moving against Halfidi Balborg and somehow not get our own reinforcements. Why? Oh, pull out.
Ordered.
Are you like really lazy or something, or are you just not in position? Right. I want to wait a turn because I want my
I
reinforcements.
will see your head rest atop a pike.
So,
Outlander scum.
keep yourselves there. We may do better on a defensive front here anyway. I want to fight out. I don't want to sally forth against it just because.
I only
well,
respect strength.
we have
Something you lack.
Actually, we have a full readout now. So what are we facing off against? 2 dismounted feudal knights. We can deal with those guys. Peasant archers and Norse archers. I think Norse archers probably aren't really the strongest anyway. But they look like average archers. Probably. But then we've got 4 units of these war clerics who they just look pretty beefy. But then again, their attack leaves a little bit to be desired. They actually pack less of a punch than dismounted feudal knights, so we might be able to stand up against them. It doesn't really say what their charge bonus. Oh, it does say what the charge. They've got a pretty adequate charge bonus, that being said. So there may be a bit of an issue in that.
I will see your head rest atop a pike. Outlander scum.
I think we may be able to take him on. I mean, what's our anti-cavalry power like? It's not strong, really. I mean, we actually now have the pole axes, though, who actually don't have any bonus against cavalry anyway. Because these are anti-infantry, so, yeah. In one way, it may be wiser to get Captain Alphagar to help us, but then again, Captain Alphagar can't get in a position where he's going to reinforce us. And if I let this turn transition go ahead, we're going to have an issue. But at the same time, if we can hold the city...
Surrender your lands to me. It will be easier, yes?
His cavalry-heavy army is probably going to have a really hard time crushing into my fortress. So I may actually play better on a defensive rather than on the open plains where he's got enough cavalry to cause me serious issues. Yeah, we're gonna let it simmer for a turn. Well, if he wants to attack us, he can attack us. I think this time we may do better fighting in an urban environment than fighting on the plains where his cavalry could cause me serious headaches. But apart from that, we are now pretty much at the end of this turn. I do have a little bit of money left over, but at the same time our profit line is now very slim. So I'm actually going to call a halt on spending for this turn. We're going to move on to the next one. Observe the Danish in particular, but keep our eye on the Imperials and the French since I'm now making my moves. So let's see if they were smooth moves or dumb moves.
Enemy fleet engaging us, my lord.
Alright, Danish are trying to chase us, and this is a fleet I kind of don't want to have sunk to the bottom. Actually, no, because it's like dumped. Alright, if it sinks, it sinks. It sinks.
Sire, we should disengage. The enemy shows no mercy. We can go no further this day, sire.
A most intriguing turn transition then, with many things to worry about. Or not worry, but think about it, really. Anyway, we've got a new mission. We must blockade the port of Accra. I'll be rewarded with additional military units. Simon.
Aye, sire.
The council needs say no more. Initiate a blockade of Accra and then report back to me when you have done so. The Egyptian fleet should not provide too much trouble.
No more wind today,
I know Egypt
sire.
does have something of a navy, but at this point I think they can barely afford to keep it on anyway. End of turn report. Money is on the up. Excellent. Most advanced faction is me. And all that money, by the way, is getting blown on Rams right now because Rams wants upgrading. So we can't afford it. So Rams does not get all the money blown. But then again, those mines. Ooh, fucking hell, that's expensive. It's an extra 500 florins per turn. And again, a fairground's cheaper, and that's also more fun. I'll go for the fairground first. I'm not spending all that money on a mine just yet. Agent found. A Imperial spy was discovered in Metz. I failed to be surprised. Where's that dumb assassin, by the way? Where is he currently lurking? You.
Need someone removed.
Oh, fuck's sake, my dude.
You have a target in mind, my king.
Right. How about this random
Name
captain
thy
who?
target,
No. All right.
You have a target in mind, my king.
It's like legitimately
Name
depressing
thy
when you have
target,
an assassin
sire.
who is so useless.
You have a target in mind,
He can't
my
do
king.
anything. Like he can't even do
Name thy
sabotage
target,
properly.
sire.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, that church is actually probably a high percent. Try and blow up the French church.
Years to build, minutes to destroy.
Yeah, you say that, but it's going to take you minutes to fuck. Well, actually, no, it's going to take you seconds to fuck it up and get killed. Hopefully.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sir.
They won't even do it today. So right. Mission success, by the way. The Pope's happy that I'm not picking on Denmark, and the Danish have withdrawn their siege. Where they're going next, however, is a mystery to me.
Orders.
But if that's being that,
By
I want
your
you to return
command.
to Aarhus, and I'm going to focus on beginning to retrain your troops. So just hold your position for now, and we'll wait and see. Hamburg is still having big issues, though, in terms of growth. So maybe get some paved roads so we can increase imports or something. Well, actually, what's the underlying cause of the issues? Like, why are we having such bad growth? And what's going on? Governor's influence, farm upgrade, base farming level is not great. Squalor's bad. We need to get crop rotation set up, really. I don't know why we can't set it up. I think it's because we actually have no money, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Rams. If we could get rid of that fairground for a minute, because I'm going to... unfortunately, the crop rotation is going to have to set priority, because I can't have faction, well, you know, territories with shrinking populations. Faction analysis, by the way, Toby of Raspberry High is now noble, and Samuel has a foreign dignitary.
Fleet
Admiral
ready,
Humphrey,
sire.
you need to return to Nottingham and
fine
have your
day to
fleet
sail.
rebuilt, please. And you are
My
still
lord.
on your way over.
Oh dear.
With your stupid banana.
I get seasick.
Oh, well,
A
tough
lady needs her rest, sire.
yeah, tough shit. Enjoy the seasickness, right? Construction of port. Bruges now has a port. Cairo, a leather tannet, and Gaza, a chapel. Cairo, do you have any retraining that you need to get working on? Yes, you do. All of these town militia, please, get to work on it. Recruitment port, by the way, Cairo has a new priest. I mean, it's all retraining. So, Cairo, can you take your new priest?
Yes,
Who's Joffrey Gaveston. He's actually okay for once, and go and start and just continue good work in Gaza. Cardinal promoted, Riska of Halses of Poland's been promoted. Relations improved, the papal states, we are now amiable with them, so we're doing alright. Right, quite a bit to do. First is first, Captain Anthony, he is now 2 turns away from reaching Bordeaux. But let's discuss what the actual hell is going on with Dijon and Bern right now. I mean, we'll worry about the Danish in a minute, but it seems to me this alliance crafted between the Imperials and the French is about to shatter, and it's going to shatter hard. That is an obvious incoming attack. Like, they're not protecting it from me. They are not doing that. If we were, the Imperials would be much more forward and will probably have attacked me at Staufen or something. That being said, I've noticed that army and it will be dealt with.
Hail, my
Edgar,
king!
can you try and continue your
With
journey back to
honour,
Staufen,
sire.
which is going to help me
Taking
out a
camp
lot.
here,
I have to get you home
noble
at
sire.
long last. But if my instinct's true and the Imperials attack Bern, this could go one of two ways. They'll either get excommunicated by the Pope. Oh wow, Sicily's really hated. And then they become an open target for attack once more. And I can't call Crusades because it's too soon since the last one. Or the Pope holds his tongue for a little bit, and that gives me the opportunity to maybe use our common enemy to
Sire,
get some peace set up with the HRE.
Approaching their
Which
dignitary,
makes my
sire.
eastern flank
Tomorrow's
much
journey
more
planned
clear.
out, sire.
It gives me the opportunity to basically put full focus on attacking France and maybe finishing the Portuguese, because I don't like Portugal a lot and I still view them as a threat since they're a very unpredictable faction, so we may need to move against them. That being said, still quite a fair bit to do. The French have moved out and are going to try and basically attack me. For some odd reason, they've chosen not to attack me properly. I can't attack Bern right now because if I do, the HRE will join in the battle. That's going to make it too hard for me, really, and could actually strengthen their alliance rather than break it, which I'm hoping is what's going to happen. So I think instead it's going to be our best interest if we maybe crack some French skulls open and attack these two armies, which will basically, you know, what we're going to accomplish may not be, you know, hooray, hooray, fantastic, but at the same time it's an opportunity to put down a nice quantity of French troops, which will take them time to rebuild, and we can try and get some reinforcements rustled up for our upcoming attack on Dijon. And there are additional units that we can hire. We can try and hire some crossbows or some mercenary spears. Mercenary spears could actually be useful to me, but at the same time I can recruit plenty of Mets for pretty cheap. Like, there we go, here's some levy spears. Which actually, you know, I'm going to recruit a couple. Actually, no, hold off. Wait until we've ended the turn and we'll decide what we're going to recruit, because I could probably send for reinforcements from Staufen as well, which could consist of billmen and longbows, which would be brilliant. I can maybe recruit some additional yeomen as well. Yeah, what we'll do is we're going to try and take on these two French armies. We'll see how we can deal with them, and let's just see how it goes forward. So, what do we know about Dijon and Bordeux?
Come and fight me, you coward!
Junion's army, as discussed earlier, is something that we can take. It lacks strong infantry. Its only threat is it's brought fucking loads of ballistas, but to be honest, if our knights and most likely Davy himself can get behind the lines, we can swamp those ballistas. Captain Burton,
I will
on
only
the other
address
hand,
you in battle!
yeah, the French have a fucking ballista fetish. Our spears may be pushed a little bit because there are a few mailed knights going to be romping around this battlefield, but honestly, I think we can take these two armies on and take them when we shield. So who should we take on first, Dijon or Burton? Let's go strongest foot
Come and
forward.
fight me, you
bring
coward!
down the big guy, or actually, no, maybe we should bring down Burton first.
Begone! You are not my liege!
Bit of a decision to make, because knowing this anyway, one of them will arrive late anyway. But I think if we attack Dijon, Burton's going to appear on an angle that will be annoying to us, whereas if we attack Burton, Dijon will appear on an angle that's more favourable to me. So, I think this time we'll attack Burton first, deal with Dijon later, because he'll take time to get into battle anyway, because he's got a lot of troops to organise, so we could probably quickly rush Burton and get him dealt with quickly, then finish off Dijon. So, let's just do it that way.
As you will, my king. To battle.
Okay, so we're taking on... Actually, we still outnumbered the French, so that's already a good sign of victory. We've also got a strong strength ratio. I can also initiate a night attack, which actually means Dijon is removed from the equation entirely. Which means, yeah, he'll still be around, but it means things are more manageable for me, and the strength ratio will be raised considerably, since my troops are trained to fight at night, whereas Dijon's are not, and Burton's are probably only basically barely trained to fight. They're probably not even night fighters because they don't even have a general. So basically, we're going to catch him in the dark, and this is where we will bring around a sweet victory. Then we can deal with Dijon on his own, take him out individually. Simple as that. So let's move in and finish off Burton now. Then we're coming for Dijon.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle! Our foes are ungodly beasts, and so we are but the swords in the hands of the hosts of heaven. We do God's glorious work, And if we fall, we do so in his cause. If we triumph, we do so because he has willed an English victory. Now, bow your heads. Then, let's to the appointed task. Our French foes hold us in scant regard, lads. This is a mistake they often make, being arrogant and wine-sodden in equal measure. And now, any man here who is not praying for our victory had better make his peace with God, for he'll find none with me or in England later. Now, I place my fate in the hands of the Lord. Bring me my broadsword, and let me kiss the cross, lest I die. To battle!
Please don't put torches near your bows. That's not healthy. Right, anyway.
Units, await my orders.
Let's bring down a French captain or two. Well, for now, we're bringing down a French captain. So, the ball's pretty much in my court, though I don't want to be playing the artillery game too much with this enemy. But what I'm going to do is we're going to deploy stakes and have a front line of longbowmen for the initial round. Because since the enemy has cavalry, they may attempt to charge us. So, these stakes will slow down anything that comes our way. I mean, even if they try to charge into it, they might not necessarily get killed on the stakes, but it's going to definitely slow down their movement because it's not going to be a direct approach. Spears will make up the front line, so we've pretty much got a good selection of spears. They've all got nice armour on. So they're going to make up a nice tough front line. They can basically absorb the fire and easily, well, they're capable of pretty much dealing with everything the French are going to try and throw at us. We're going to keep our dismounted knights out of it this time around. You two get grouped up by the way. Billmen will play a secondary role should they be needed. Knights and Hobilars will tag team since they're both on the same armour level. And Davy, you'll be on your own doing a little bit of extra stuff for me. And naturally the catapult is also here, and that is going to try and sling off a few extra shots. We're going to let it go with fire armor for more damage, but also because it might make it more likely to blow up some juicy ballistas, or maybe we could go with rock shots. No, we haven't done a fire shot battle yet, so let's see how it does with fire shots. We've got to experiment to learn. Either way, I think we've got a strong line against the French today. We've got plenty of spears. I'm going to hammerhead the formation a little bit just to make sure we don't try and sweep around us. And then, yeah, we should pretty much be in a nice position to bring them down. So, let's just get to work on it, really. Now, will the French come to us, or am I going to them? Did I waste my time on those stakes? Well, nah, because this is the only opportunity I have to deploy them, so that's why I chose to deploy them now. But it looks like the French are going to stay put, and they're not going to fight me. At least that's what I believe. They look pretty still there. They are moving one of their ballistas around, but it looks like today they choose not to fight. That's fine. I want the catapult to move forward then and start trying to make a move on their armoured sergeants. I want the archers to move forward and start working on their sergeants as well. And spears, you will move your formation forward as well, and you will basically provide additional support to us, and so on and so forth, really. Our spears probably are now able to go toe-to-toe with armoured sergeants in their current state of armour, but I will keep the billmen nearby for additional help. I'm going to try and bring them in a little later in the battle, just because I don't want the crossbowmen picking on them, really. I only want to lose units that are technically expendable, but right. Catapults are now in a position where they can open fire, as are our longbowmen, so we're not going to move forward too far. Spears, form your line here and await further orders, because I'd rather just try and keep our line back now. We've got a missile advantage. Our longbowmen easily outrange the enemy, so we can just sit here and just do our thing. Longbows, if you want to move forward a little bit so you can try and take on the armed sergeants, that's absolutely fine by me, by the way. Our catapult so far, while it hasn't made its first impact shot, it seems to be playing quite capably. Ooh, they apparently work quite hits. I guess they're not going to be like the ones in Rome 1 where they're basically fucking nukes. Which is fine, because I guess it was pretty overpowered how an onager could basically waste an entire battalion with a few accurate shots. Right, keep it up, keep it up. Oh, that's looking promising, that's looking promising. Oh, there goes a ballista, and that's all the French running away instantly. Like, legit, I think they actually are running away. Well, are they falling back? I don't know if they're falling back. I think they might just be pulling their line back a little bit. I think that was enough to scare them a little bit, but I think I'm going to try and keep in a battle, or they're not. I don't know. I actually can't tell if they're falling back. Either they've got out of the range of my archers and of my catapult. Right, catapult, just target their front unit. Longbows do the same. Looks like they're not falling back, they're just trying to basically reorganise their formation. So try and move upon those armoured sergeants. Spears, could we get you moving up as well, just in case the enemy does try to charge forward? It looks like something is coming over to say hello. So archers, take over whatever's coming over to say hello. And that looked like a pretty nice shot that I saw going off over there. I don't know if you hit anything, but catapult, you try and take on the armoured sergeants now. Longbows, just bring down those crossbows basically. They won't stand a chance against you anyway, so yeah. I mean, they're all trying to run in. I mean, look at them with their really crap armour. And, ooh, you nearly got absolutely annihilated there, right? Archers, are we going in? I mean, they're going to open fire, but yeah. Our shots are causing them a little bit of aggro, so we should be able to hold out against them. Their first few shots are going out against us. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to hit though, because, oh, I think I did that long. Right, they've got a shot or two out, but ooh, that's quite a few dead mailed knights I saw go down there. So maybe actually the catapult is quite overpowered when it does hit, so oh well. It hit, and I'm going to allow it to hit, and there we go. Now we're hurting the enemy quite nicely. Those crossbow militia, they're really reducing a number. You know what? One of you focus on the crossbow militia, because they've spread out really thin, and I don't want to be wasting all my arrows. One of you, can you go back to focusing your fire on the armoured sergeants, please? Because those armoured sergeants are really the priority for getting killed, really. Yeah, those crossbow militia, their numbers are going down quite adequately, and we can pretty much sustain their fire for now. And oh, those mailed knights are just not having a fun time today. But those armoured sergeants need to go down, because I want to try and keep my advanced infantry out of this battle as much as possible. So if I could basically just get the armoured sergeants down to the point where my spears could actually just basically rush them, then that should be absolutely fine by me, really. I mean, there goes another pretty good shot. That was a couple of the armoured sergeants going down, in fact. So that's already signs of fantastic progress. Crossbow militia aren't going to last much longer as well. Their morale is pretty low. My morale is absolutely fine as my men just continue to fight the good fight. Armoured sergeant numbers are really beginning to topple now as well. And another great shot out there is just basically wiping out their ballista power as well. Looks like their ballistas are coming into play though, and that was a pretty nasty shot they just got out there. So this does not make life easy for me. Catapult, can we try and get another shot out against their artillery, please? But it looks like they are starting to come forward now, but luckily they're just coming right into the jaws of our artillery, so that's fine by me. Right, longbows, we may need to start retreating, so you know what? Get your last volley out now. Artillery, do not advance beyond the line. Right, longbows, it's a very obvious, they're very obviously trying to come forward now. Let's pull back now, get into a safe zone so we're not, we're not risking our lives. It's also going to force their artillery forward if we pull back as well, which is good because that means we can try and catch them from here. But for now, catapults, turn, face, and try and hit them again, please. Right, longbows, form up, no skirmishing between either of yous. Just keep getting some good, honest fire out there, please, while we have that opportunity. Spears, defensive formations, brace for impact. Because impact is coming. But I still have an opportunity for... Ooh, that was a good shot there. I mean, look at that. It is a pure slaughter right now. It honestly is. I mean, the French do not stand a very high chance of survival. Artillery, focus fire on ballistas now. Do not fire anything that's close by, otherwise we're going to risk burning our own there. But yeah, that was the first impact charge. Mailed Knights have engaged our spears. They're probably going to lose, so I'm pretty confident in our abilities. Yeah, we're going to have another impact here. Right, two of you get in there.
Our
you
men
lot
are
are
winning
fighting
the
the arm.
battle.
Yeah,
if we continue like this,
basically.
we will smash the enemy.
The enemy is in full
The enemy
retreat.
are badly bloodied.
Right.
They have lost half their men.
Longbows, keep at it. Hobilars, Get your bums down here now, because we're going to have you cause some trouble for those ballistas, because those ballistas need to be gone. Artillery, disable fire shot. See if you can just get a simple, accurate shot out there. The enemy's getting so desperate, in fact, they're basically trying to charge their own artillery crews in. That's not going to work. Artillery crews basically never win anything at all. They basically just exist to die. Looks like the armored side is going to try and come back, so well done to them for trying, I guess. But the longbows have you know, they've provided a very effective slaughter there, and it's already drilling their morale way back down. Right, they're getting out of there again. Hobilars, where are we at with you? You are well on the move. Right, Hobilars, bend round the flank, bring that artillery down, because it's just starting to cause me a few issues with its constant insistence on attacking my lovely longbows, who are now going to try and get a few shots out of them, just put them down. The other side, those knights just don't stand a chance at all, do they? We've got a few other knights though. They're just trying to take the mick with us. So general, yeah, get in there and help out, please. My other mailed knights, can you also just come in and just provide a little bit of help? We'll put some pressure on that knight, but we should be able to win that fight. Right, that ballista is down, by the way. Artillery, call it a day, please. You are done, and also...
I see, George. Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to... Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Prisoners, please.
It's time to press the attack.
Alright, men. Press your full attack. We have taken a victory today. A very nice victory against the French, where we strategically fucked them by basically learning that we can do our battles at night and they can't. So that gave me the advantage of not having to fight their reinforcements. Basically, it gives me the opportunity to pick their armies up one at a time, which at the end of the day, yeah, alright, I don't have to fight both armies at once, but at the same time, that gives me, my men, the ability to have a quick breather in between battles and then, you know, pick up on the next battle fresh as a daisy and basically move in and provide additional slaughter. But for now, let's take a couple of prisoners. We're not probably going to take a lot, but we might take enough so that the ransom isn't so high. We can probably take a couple of florins out of the French coffers, which are always more than welcome in my coffers, even if they are French florins still. They'll still basically become my florins and are in my treasury and not in the French treasury, so yeah. That'll be absolutely fine, really. Right, anyway, what's left? First knight, yeah, they've escaped pretty much. Got another knight there trying to escape. He might not make it. And we've got basically on the slot over here, these ballista crews. So let's get rid of those for definite. I really don't understand what the French have about these ballistas, but at the same time, yeah, alright, they did manage to saw down my longbows a little bit, but at the same time, if they just bring loads of those, then their army structure is not going to be very healthy, and it's actually just going to make things so much easier for me. I mean, this next battle against Captain Jeanette, or Junette, or July, he's going to be...
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
But, there we go. Victory. Strong victory, I'd say. Good victory. Bare minimum of losses. Maximum number of kills, pretty much. Yeah, every unit did its job. Longbowmen absolutely killed it today, though. Catapult, also very strong performance. So sometimes it's better just to bring them all down with missiles, even if my generals sometimes say it's a woman's stratagem. And I could basically try and claim back 1,000 florins off French. And, well, if you have those florins, I'll happily take them off your hands.
The king will pay for...
Oh, France, you should have just paid up.
By God's will, we have triumphed!
Alright.
Hail, my
One
king!
battle down, another to go. Bring down
As
Captain
you command,
Julian,
my
please. I would like to see that he does not make it out of his battle alive. And naturally, I will... Oh, is he going to retreat anyway? Oh, you're scared of me, aren't you? Still, retreating into my territory is not a good idea.
Glorious victory!
Since I was going to go over and pick up reinforcements anyway, so you just
By
cutting
your
out my
will,
commute,
sire,
at least.
we shall engage.
Engage and win, please. And once more, we're going to go for the night attack. Just give me the slight extra advantage in command power. It also boosts the strength ratio. Actually, don't boost it at all, but it's still 10 to 3 in my favour because this guy has an amazingly unbalanced army. This time he has slightly more missile power, barely though. Actually no, I'd actually say he has less missile power, less cavalry power, slightly more infantry power, but even at that, it's town militia. They may be slightly well armoured this time because they'll be wearing mailed armour, but my longbows will probably make pretty short work of it anyway, as would a fatal catapult hit to the centre of the formation. So, let's move in and do what must be done once more. Bring down Captain Julian, pick up some reinforcements at Metz and Staufen, and then we're going to move on Dijon, while Bern gets burned by the Holy Roman Empire, because honestly it's like a 100% chance they're getting betrayed, end of. And if they do that, that might buy me some time while they're distracted to move in on another city or make peace or whatever. Let's observe and see how we can best take advantage of things. But for now, let's slaughter a few more Frenchies, eh?
Honor and glory await England, men!
And look, it's a residue of design, by the way. I don't quite get it, but it is.
I carry many great wounds, all honorably earned in battle. Aye, and all earned in honorable service, like a true Englishman. Perhaps today I will gain another scar if that is God's will. I am certain, however, that I will strive to gain another victory. Our foes, the French, it is said, are better lovers than they are fighters. This is true, lads. Ask any goat, pig, or other farm Now kneel. Bow your heads to your Savior, and look only to God to grant us victory. Only with His aid can England surely triumph.
Here we go then. Let's move in and kill a couple more Frenchers who are sodden in wine and all that lovely anti-Frenchisms.
Units, await my orders.
So it's actually going to be the same strategy as last time. Spears can take the brunt of the damage because they can very easily go toe-to-toe. Well, I say very easily go toe-to-toe with spear militia, but they sometimes seem to struggle every now and then, which is curious, but okay. The enemy may have a slight advantage on this time. They have a hill to deploy on, but if I want to do so, then so be it. Deploy some stakes, by the way, because you never know, the enemy might not be very interested in, you know, hanging around. They may actually just try and come to us, so if they do so, then, you know, so be it. Once more, Feudal Knights, your services will not be required. Hobby lads, you tag team with the mailed knights just in case. There are a lot of ballistas with them, by the way, so we need to basically bring those down. And Davy, you're there, I'm ready to go. And Billman, you're there if I need you, but to be honest, I probably won't. Right, let's just get on with it. So they're all waiting this time, and ooh, they're coming to us. How thrilling! Right, catapult. Once something enters your range, you will blow it up. But actually, wow, they're fucking sprinting into battle. Actually, right. I kind of want a catapult to take on the artillery and the peasants once they come into range, which they're nearly in range. Come on, lads, get into range. Right, move forward a little bit so you can start initiating your attack, please, catapult. Oh wait, initiate it now. Right, blow the peasants up. We're going to keep on using the fire rocks because they were really effective, and since we're on the defensive, it works out for us. Archers are now just trying to bring down the crossbows, but one of you, could you please focus your fire on the town militia? Start bringing their numbers down, because the crossbowmen, yeah, you can hit them, but do we really want to hit them? Well, no, because all we really want to do is we've been blowing up some of their ballistas. Speaking of, Hobilars and General, let's just start getting that flank moving now. I'm not going to stand around and let that shit happen. It's going down now. If you could try and tag the mailed knights by way of catapult, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Oh, didn't even need to tell you, just basically fucking went for it and slaughtered them in one go. Right, archers, keep it up for now. You're gonna have to pull back now though anyway, so right, get yourselves back behind the line, double time it behind the lines if you need to. Cavalry, the trap is sprung, get behind the lines and do what must be done. Catapult is just gonna keep trying to basically launch a couple of missiles. These lot are basically going to charge right headfirst into my things and basically go, yeah, see, buys you a couple of extra seconds. Alright, archers, try and hit those ballistas if you wish, or basically hold your line. No firing at will because I don't want you hitting anything that you shouldn't hit, but...
Tigers, the enemy general lies dead. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
By the way, catapult, let's call it a day, but jolly good shot, like, legit. I thought we'd stop doing that. I mean, I thought that could only happen, like, so many times in Rome, but nope, turns out we can just keep on doing it. Seriously, that is, like, the worst way to go out in this game, like, literally just getting fucking shot by artillery, right? We're bringing our general around just to do some more fun. We're going to bring our knights out as well, and we're just going to basically go for the final kill, because... yeah, we've just about won, really. I mean, you're the unit that is in the game, our Bat Ballista crew, so hopefully, lads, go get them out of the game now and just make this a victory for me. I'll just officiate the victory, please, and basically show to France
the enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
And this time I'll just go for a straight execution unless the ransom is slightly less, but as well as the amount of prisoners I'm going to take this time, that's going to be a hefty ransom we're charging, so it's not even worth charging it because the French just won't pay. Just going to guess I have no money because they've probably spent it all trying to raise armies to fight me, except they can't because I'm better than them, because I'm superior, because I'm English. Oh, so on and so forth, right? Knights, come on, keep it up. Those armoured sergeants, they're always a good target to bring down, so please get rid of them because I just don't tolerate their presence, really. You lot turn around and just zoom out that town militia, please. They have all got a legit die now, like seriously, just like zap them all out now. I mean, look at that. They're not going to make it out of this one this time. They are screwed. Right, how are we doing on those armoured sergeants? We nearly got them all down. Yeah, they're coming down quite effectively. Basically, anything they touch is going to kill them because we are now basically have the properties of kryptonite or arsenic or something poisonous. There we go, that's another one down. Right, turn, face, kill everything else. You lot, how we doing? Yeah, we're still pushing around. Right, go for those town militia. You lot, bring down those peasants and just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I mean, seriously, there we go. It is a straight victory for us this time around. Oh, General, you're not joining. Don't be a spoil sport. There's still plenty of things to kill. Come on, lads. Not seeing a lot of running there. Yeah, that's more of a run, isn't it? Yes, it is. Keep bringing about the glorious slaughter. 523 prisoners. My God, France, you really did try this one, did you? I mean, it was a very, very quick slaughter this time, which may make it seem almost merciful, but one night, by the way. I'm seeing some pretty ineffective tactics there. Am I going to have to basically just babysit you and just basically guide you in? There we go. Don't ride next to the unit, ride into the unit and absolutely murder it, slaughter it if you will. There's the last unit, by the way. Kill it. Last French peasant to go down. What a loser. Running around with his torch, that's no use because, oh, you're dead now.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Another good victory, lads. Congratulations. Dijon is becoming more and more of a target for us with every victory we get. Captain's Union has been wiped down to nothing, and well, it's because of... honestly, if the French had attacked last turn, they probably would have got away with it, or anything. Anyway, 2,000 florins to be made. It's not going to happen.
Don't do it!
Go for a straight execution.
You will regret it!
Sorry, but it had to happen.
Glory!
Relations
honor,
worsen, by the way. This is going to be either France or the Pope. That's the Holy Roman Empire, of course. Except, I don't really see why they're whinging about me. Maybe it's just because, oh, now there'll be no French for us to betray and murder. Davy Curthose, by the way, now feels quite respected because I allowed him to basically let loose and do some killing. Right, in terms of retraining, I'm just going to merge up a couple of my spears just to make sure our numbers remain in good stead. So there we go, numbers are doing a little better now. I'm going to have to disband this unit though. Send these levy spears back for retraining, by the way, and recruit an additional unit alongside them with an additional unit of male knights, please. And that'll be all our recruitment taken care of this turn. But once we've got those additional reinforcements, we're going to make the move on Dijon and take the town. I am pretty confident we could take that town down in the turn, so we're going to go for it. John Bouchier has a 95% chance of infiltration as well, so we'll get in there and we can observe should anything changes.
forces.
Pretty amazing when your dumbest tactics somehow work. Right, anyway, well done. We are inside, and there's a bit of heresy going on apparently in the area, but alright, that's cool. So yeah, we've increased, trait decrease. King Edmund's just keeps getting ragged on.
Yes.
Edmund, by the way, can we keep
Yes.
moving against the Danish?
We
I
go
want
no
to move
further
on
today.
to Stettin, please.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
We'll hold our position at Hamburg for now, because I'm not quite sure. I mean, maybe Halfildi will come back, you know, during his turn transition to have another go at us, basically. But apart from that, I'm not really too sure what his motivations stand at. But that does pretty much bring us to the end of another turn. We've got Captain
Sire.
Anthony. He'll be at Bordeaux next turn.
Marching to war.
I hope the Pope doesn't silly go for me, by the way. We are still doing okay, but what I don't want right now is my victories to get the Pope's eye, and he interferes with me, but I put that Pope on the throne, so hopefully it works out in my favour, and I do have a preferati now as well. Philip could become our next Pope if we play our card right, and that guy was to suddenly die. That implies I'm going to send an assassin, by the way, but do you honestly think one of my fucking assassins would do the job properly? Fuck off.
Yes, my lord.
Actually, it might be the one job to get right. I'm not doing that. That's not my
God's
way.
servant.
I'll just control it through having way too many cardinals for now.
Yes.
Yeah, things moving
Where
alright.
to,
By the way,
sire?
John Mortimer, can you... you're going to move on to Sultan Nasser for some target practice. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where we can call it a turn now. Would like to go for Accra. God damn, it's quite weak. Crown Prince Al Wafik garrisons it. Bugger it, we're going to go for it, right.
My lord.
Christopher,
Hail, my
take a couple
king.
of dismounted feudal knights, take some billmen, because then I have another castle as well, defending Jerusalem, so take the billmen, take the gold, yeah, take the fucking gold standard
Orders.
armoured levy spears now, because I want to see what they look like. And take a unit of Sudanese tribesmen, and go hell for leather on Accra, please.
As you command, my liege.
Right,
Laying siege, noble sire.
build a ram, I guess, and then we win. Literally, there's so little enemy defences there. But actually, take a siege tower for good measure as well, because you might need it. Or take a ladder. No, take the siege tower. Oh no, it takes 2 turns. Right, you have to go. Fucking hell, 2 turns. Come on, Chris. Are you just really bad at doing anything? Oh yeah, I guess I don't have a lot of build points. I've got 63. Go for a ram then. We'll just have to wing it with a ram. But yeah, literally, the garrison's so weak, I think we could just honestly go for it. So
We
that's
shall
what we'll
prevail
do.
in this siege, sire.
Move in. We'll just have to tank out the desert archers. But if we do, then you know, hey ho, victory is ours. By the way,
Sire.
we're not going to quite finish it just yet, because you know what? Let's just finish on Captain
war,
Nasir
then, sire.
Adin. Yeah, it's a bit anticlimactic to finish on a not so challenging battle, but I forgot to do this one because we were more pressed with all the interesting shit that was going on over here. So let's just finish off with a nice relaxing battle against Captain Nasser Adin. Archer militia should be able to ping off their desert archers and their town militia. We also have a ballista for our own uses. We just need to be wary of our Arab cavalry should it try anything tricksy, but we should be alright. Strength ratio is 3-2 in my favour, and I have double the number of men the enemy does, more or less. So let's fight it on the battle map, and well, a victory should hopefully come
Troops
my
are
way.
assembled. Prepare for battle.
Prepare for battle. Yeah, he withdrew himself wounded and was compelled to. Okay, there's nothing really to worry about with a general speech this time. We
Units,
don't even have a
await
general.
my orders.
We just got our general who's telling my men to wait for orders. All right, archers. Welcome to the wonderful world of being a front line, because I always like to have my archers on the front line because I can't get out of Carthaginian habits. Ballista. You know what you're at with well. Busy. Shoot shit. Right. Archers, move in and overwhelm their desert archers. Or are they coming to us? I think they're coming to us again, right. Hold your line. Yeah, they're coming our way, right. Ballista, fire at will. Flaming ammo, do I really need it? Flaming ammo's well and good, but before you just go for enough like impales just with regular ammo, and it's also more accurate, so yeah. By the way, we are on the road. You can kind of make it out, hooray. But yeah, looks like their archer's going to start getting into position to open fire on us. I basically overwhelm them with my own numbers though, so they're not going to have the best of time on the road really. I mean, as you can see, they're already going down. That being said as well, neither of our units are particularly well armoured. I mean, basically we're on the same level of armour, so neither of us are really going to come out too well, and my ballistas are also just trying to clean up a couple of extra men as well. Right, everything's coming at us though, so right, you lot, get back there. Spears, don't you dare move. Hold your line and prepare. Actually, no, better yet, Spears, move forward now and get into position because we've got a lot of cavalry incoming. I want you to move in now and just give it no room to move. Do not allow them to have any breathing space whatsoever. Archers, try and pan around the flanks and see if we can get some more hits out against our archers. If our artillery could also try and focus fire on them as well, that'd be fantastic. So yeah, archers, get there and help out. You lot get there and also help out.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Just keep moving around and just keep picking their archers off, because at least we've got the archers' attention on my archers rather than on anything that really matters. I would prefer if their archers were trying to hit my spears and all that, because they'd probably be making a lot of friendly fire. Either way, our guys seem to be holding out relatively okay against the militia. Morale's holding out the fire, and the enemy cavalry isn't having the best of times.
The enemy general has no honour. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
That's fine. Spears, reform, and hold your line, please. We won't chase for now. Archers, start picking off their town militia and just basically try and get rid of everything. Ballista, you know what to do. Just keep trying to hit their archers. Because they won't last much longer, basically. Because, yeah. We don't really have a readout on their morale, but it's probably not going to last.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I mean, as you can see, we're already basically just picking out loads of them. Looks like some of the town militia are going to come back and say hello, as is everything else really. So they're going to come back for another round. But we came out of that first round of an attack pretty strongly. Our losses weren't really too bad. I mean, really, the worst hit unit were our archers because they had a bit of trouble just getting into a new position. I guess that's one of actually longbow men. Our stakes probably would have really stopped the enemy in their tracks, but that's fine for now. Right, keep it up, lads. Just keep shooting whatever we can. I mean, town militia, archer militias, it's all good really, because at the end of the day, it's basically a lot of dead random rebels who are just rebelling in my territories randomly. These are some pretty damn good shots we're getting at. I mean, this is just embarrassing. I'm like dissing archer militia all of a sudden. Archer militia are pretty damn good units. I mean, they've always proven themselves to be somewhat reliable. We don't use them a lot. I mean, we probably use peasant archers more. I mean, these guys probably ignore the guys because I'm too stupid to get my town watches up to appropriate levels. Either way, as it stands, we are basically now just at the point where we're just basically bringing them all down with archers. I mean, I'm losing a couple of my own men now from archers, but looks like the enemy cavalry is going to come over and say hello. So spears, move in. Just offer yourselves up as a sacrifice in a way, but basically, you know, try and keep their attention on you rather than on something more critical like my archers. And then, you know, just pull in, go for the charge. Archers, keep focusing on those desert archers. They're your target. You've pretty much got them down to nothing at this point. But there we go. Basically given the enemy Arab cavalry no quarter for movement. The enemy archers are now in retreat. You know what? Hold your fire off for now. You can call it a day. You've won. Let's just focus on bringing down whatever's left of the enemy cavalry now. Well, they are all battles left. Just these dudes. Spears, by the way.
Our men are winning the battle.
Trouble?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I think some of my guys are not too good at hitting. They're just kind of slowly pushing the enemy back. Okay. How about some of you try and get around the flank or something? Maybe we could just try and be a little bit more strategic, but at the same time, this enemy cavalry is wavering now. They don't have a lot of time left.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Let them run. I have nothing to chase them down with.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Good victory, my men. Captain Nasser-ad-Din is beaten, bloodied, and humiliated. This goes. And also our losses were not bad at all, which is what is most important to me at the end of the day.
The day is ours, sire.
Good job, Alfred.
Lord.
Make your way back to Cairo
Yes.
and await further
March
orders.
to exhaustion,
Still,
sire.
that's a
Continuing
pretty
later.
damn good episode, I think. We've got quite a bit achieved. We managed to bring down 2 French armies. We've watched our enemies retreat from us, and now we may have an opportunity to basically make things a little bit more interesting. If the French go to war with the Holy Roman Empire, this will probably weaken and distract them, and will allow me to basically try and mop up the rest of their territory, even if it means not getting burned. But I'm still happy with getting Dijon, Toulouse, Marseille, and Bordeaux. So that, you know, that's a fair trade-off for me for now. And really, that's about where we're going to call it for now. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode, and next time we're going to make our plan to go on to Stettin and Stockholm. We're also going to try and take Bordeaux and move on Dijon. And down here, well, we're going to take Accra and prepare for the Mongol hordes, if they are coming or if they're just still taking their time. I don't know where they are, which is why we're sending our spy up in the area, just to keep on monitoring the situation as it develops. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a fantastic evening, my friends.